How's it going, guys? My name is Johnathan Perez, and my gamer tag is SbJohn.
So John, how did you get involved in esports?
I've been playing Call of Duty since COD 4. I've been following the scene for a little bit, but I was on PlayStation, and since Black Ops 1 went on to PS3, I got into competitive. Started becoming a pro, started placing high in tournaments. That's kind of how I started getting into things around like 2011.
What are some of the differences between someone who's a professional Call of Duty player as to someone who just thinks they're really good at Call of Duty?
It all honestly comes down to like how much time you put into the game, how much you play with your team, how much you respect your team. That's what it really comes down to. A lot of AMs don't respect their teammates. There's always that one player that hates that one player, and then there's that one player that hates the other player. So it's like, always a conflict between each other. But like with pro teams, we know we have to be friends. We know we have to work together. Even though we may disagree on some things, we know we have to work together.
Did you play any sports growing up?
I did jiu-jitsu for a little bit before I became pro, and then that's it.
How have you seen the Call of Duty Championship evolve over the last 5 years?
I went to Call of Duty Championship in Black Ops 2 in 2013. Back then, there was no spectators at the events. As you can see now, there's a lot of spectators, which
Does that add to the pressure when you're playing a game?
With the spectators, yeah, it adds a little bit of pressure, but it makes me play a lot better. So I like it. When I go to MLG events, I'm kind of more mellow. When I come to Call of Duty Championship, I'm mind blowing myself.
What are some of the challenges to having to adapt to a new Call of Duty game every year?
The challenges I would have to say would have to be just relearning the game. It's not that hard, to be honest. Call of Duty really isn't that hard. So all you really got to do is put in the time. There's really no challenge. Every Call of Duty has come easy to me. I play 6 to 8 hours a day, so that's why it comes easy to me. And everyone else has to put in the time as well. So one game comes out every year, but it's really not too different than Sledgehammer, Activision, and Treyarch. The games really aren't too different, so it's really not that big of a challenge.
What do you think about the Exosuits data in this game? What kind of depth does that encourage into the gameplay?
The Exosuits, I like them. I kind of miss the old Call of Duty, the Call of Duty I grew up with, but it does, this game wouldn't work without the Exosuits. You need the Exosuits to get on the buildings, you need the Exosuits to move around the map faster. I haven't tried it without the Exosuits, but I know for a fact the game wouldn't be good without the Exosuits. So definitely the Exosuits were a good thing they brought into this game. Something new.
Can you walk us through a day in your life as a pro gamer? Like you said, you practice 8 hours a day?
Yeah, I pretty much wake up around like 10 or 11, take a shower, go get breakfast. I'll go out to, go get breakfast myself. And then I'll come back home, play for a little bit, maybe play some wagers. And then around like 6, that's when we start practicing with my team. And then we play from 6 to like 3 in the morning sometimes, most of the time actually.
Do you have a favorite map that you like to play in the game as well as a mode, and any tips for players trying to play that map?
Map and mode. I love comeback uplink. And if you need it, I wouldn't say it's a tip, but one thing you need to do is control glass. You want to win that map? Control glass.
Do you have a favorite Call of Duty game you'd like to play competitively, and why?
Black Ops 2. I love Black Ops 2. That game was one of the best competitive games ever. They favorited us. They did everything we wanted. They asked us what we needed, what will help the game. And Black Ops 2 honestly was my favorite. It's when they first implemented Hardpoint, which everyone loves now. And I just love Treyarch games too. I can't wait till the next Treyarch game comes out.
So Activision hires professional gamers to consult on their Call of Duty games. Do you think that helps in the development of them?
In a way, yes, because let's say you have Rambo on the Sledgehammer team right now. He's definitely helping out a lot. He knows more about competitive than the other people that create the game for, public people that play the game every single day, just want to have fun, release stress. Rambo's there to help us, get the rules down, to make sure that the maps are right. They're not fluky maps, not one-sided maps. So it does, help us out, and it's kind of good that we can talk to a pro player that can help out the community.